For my service learning project, I went to the Webcam Museum to see the Vanishing Ice exhibit with my friend Austin. And this exhibit shows the effect global warming has on the ice masses and Arctic land glaciers throughout the world. And it featured a 8-foot by 8-foot piece of ice. And when I went there, though, however, it was melted almost all the way in 2 weeks down to that little bit of ice right there. And there's a picture of me by it. And there were also pieces of art inside that depicted how we are affecting the environment as humans with CO2 gases and other emissions from cars and trains and airplanes and all that. And then there was this picture that I found in there that showed 1 year the snow level and the next and the drastic difference. And the big idea that this relates to in class was climate change, as well as eutrophication is linked with climate change. And so if the temperature rises, which it will due to the melting of the ice, then eutrophication will increase, which will be bad for ecosystems. And the increase in water temperature will increase the potential for harmful blooms that will cause dead zones and eventually kill off fish and other organisms in water. Also, due to climate change and global warming, the lives of many Arctic animals like polar bears are at stake, because if the ice continues to melt at such a drastic rate due to global warming and climate change, it could cause two things for polar bears. Either they will have to evolve in order to adapt to their new environment, which would be a big deal because there would be no more ice and their hunting would be limited, or they will go extinct due to natural selection because they cannot find food anymore. And extinction is more likely. The final thing that this relates to in class is that drastic climate change will affect the ecosystem that they live in, not just the polar bears, but also seals and beluga whales and walruses, and their food supply will drastically lessen, which is essential for the food chain throughout the ocean in the Arctic, and that would be really bad. And yeah. And when I saw the exhibit, it really opened my eyes to how we are impacting the world around us, and that we need to change things before it gets unstoppable.